Hi, guys.
This is Elena's.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Bluecast.
We're here.
Today, I'm with the one and only Descendent.
What's going on, y'all? Thank you for having me.
Make some noise. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Guys, PSA. Okay, I've told this story so many times, but I have to tell it again.
That's fine with me.
Descendent is my first friend ever in America. I met him in 2018 in a jazz club in Harlem. He was rapping and I was here chilling with my dad. And now look at us in 2026.
We're grown up.
Yes, time flies. This is scary. This is scary. But yeah, we get in touch ever since, and we had to make this podcast soon, so don't stay.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we are. Make some noise for this. This is not even working. Like I
No, that's what makes it funny because it's like not on, but it's the prop, so people get it. The prop. People get it. You understand?
yeah. So they can feel the excitement. Exactly. How are you doing today?
I am blessed. I am doing great. I am grateful for life and maybe to breathe in these times that we're living in. How about yourself?
Same. I feel blessed. I definitely feel blessed. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me once again.
Yeah, we finally gonna have this conversation. Make this one happen.
Yes.
Cause we do it. We're not trying it, we're doing it. Oh.
Big facts. There's a big difference. Doing and trying is for sure.
So guys, Descendant is a fire artist. He's a rapper. Like to me, he's a poet, but like that's part of that's social fit, So yeah, first time I met him was I said 2018. And we had this conversation like 2 days ago.
Literally.
You weren't here, guys.
At the Shrine. It was at the Shrine in Harlem. At the Shrine.
Right.
His jam session called Cypher.
I forgot. It was called Cypher?
Yeah, maybe, but it's the way they spell Cypher. I forgot. Anyway, it was a jam session, and this part, where artists get up there and perform with the band and whatever the band gives you or whatever you request, and you just jam out, whether it's your your rapper, singer, poet, tap dancer. I've seen, MCs, comedians I've seen up there before. You just never know what you're gonna get. So that night in particular, and this is, I was just getting my feet wet as far as New York City scene, because I only been there maybe a year.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Yeah,
last time.
a little bit over a year. I'm sorry, a year and a half probably. Yeah, it was every Monday. That's what made it interesting. It was like Monday night, and it was, we'd be staying there until like 1, 2 in the morning sometimes. Yeah, on a Monday night, I gotta get up and work.
Yeah.
But we were having fun, man. We having fun just communicating and collaborating with musicians, artists, and things. And just, yeah.
And how did you I mean, what led you to New York and to the shrine that like because before you weren't in New York, right?
Yes, I was living in Raleigh, North Carolina. And for me, New York is, of course, the mecca of everything. It's the biggest city, in the country. And this is where the industry is.
Mhm.
I had other choices like LA or Atlanta. But I figured being that I didn't have a car, New York would be the best. Like that was
Oh,
one of my main cities. New York would be best because I don't have a car. I can just get on the train and get on anywhere I need to go.
yeah.
Bam, easy to. And although cost of living out here it's crazy. It's crazy. But
Mm.
that's what led me here, and of course the music, film, and I already had a few albums and short films under my belt. So I figured why not go closer to the industry. So that's what led me out of it.
And did you ever have like some FOMO for not going to Atlanta or Los Angeles?
No. Only problem I had was not going earlier. I was waiting on other people. It was supposed to be a group of us
Oh.
to go to New York. Like that was the idea. And before you know it, 5-6 years passed. I'm like, wait, what? Like, if I keep waiting on these people, it's not gonna happen. So let me just take a leap of faith. And I didn't even have everything together. I had half of it, well, not everything, but something told me to take a leap of faith. So my job, my last day is this day. And between that, I just figured out where I was going to live, transfer jobs or whatever I could. I already knew it was going to be tough with any new city. I don't care if it's New York. I don't care if it's Alabama, a city in Alabama. It's going to be tough.
Just moving in general.
Period. And by yourself and with, no family or anything like that. So, that was the only thing I was like kicking myself for. I'm like, man, I should have left early, but everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So,
were you scared when you moved here?
I wasn't scared whatsoever. If anything, I was more afraid of not moving here and playing it safe. That was out. I was afraid of that. Like trying to be, trying to make safe moves. Cause I'm scared to, that was my fear of staying where I was at and not growing the way I wanted to, at least figuring out, or at least planning it out if what I have is worth.
Just go and take the risk. And with all so you had already albums, you had already movies, you told me?
Yeah, short films.
So when you get there, like for the first year, like do you remember what was like your goal? What was like the first thing you wanted to make happen?
It's funny, I wrote all of that down before I got to New York. Before I moved to New York.
No way.
Yeah, I wrote a list of everything that I wanted to accomplish. And from my last time I looked at that list, I pretty much did everything. Just about. I said maybe 2 or 3 things I haven't completed yet. But it was like I say a list of 15, 20 things that I want to accomplish here. And I did majority of those things within the first, let's say 5 years here.
Yeah.
Like one of those things was performing at SOBs. I did SOBs 3 times.
Really? And I wasn't there.
It's funny. Yeah, this is not all before, but yeah, 2 of them. No, 1 of them was before I met you. Then the other 2 was after, which is, of course, you wasn't around. But yeah, 2 was with, 1 was with tracks. The second one was with a DJ. Then the third one, the last one was with a band. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because it was great experience. And it wasn't, SOBs has had so many legendary artists that we know today, and it's sometimes, depending on the promoter, it can turn into some janky type of thing. But it's not like one of those things where I had to pay to perform, or I had to, like, it was actually legit.
Yeah.
My name is on a flyer, things that I make. People would come out and see me. So it's those are the things that I would never forget as far as coming into New York. Yeah.
Wow.
Being downstairs and where,
Yeah,
espresso, the couch, taking pictures on the wall with SOB signing
right.
and all that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And was it like, when was your first performance in New York? And how did you, do you remember how you felt?
First performance, like just performing, or like my actual first performance, like my own show?
Actually, both.
Okay. First performance was in Harlem. A college friend of mine was dating his girlfriend at the time, who was friends with like a coworker, who her boyfriend had this platform called I forgot the name of the platform. It was an open mic / jam session platform in Harlem at this restaurant. And I was just looking to I was like, do you know anybody? I was just asking anybody that I knew. Most of the people that I knew out here were from college. If you know any platform, any open mic, let me know. So he let me know about this platform. The guy was like, yo, I just need you to send me a video why you want to perform, your music and like what started you. I was like, all right, that's exciting. That was my like first introduction to New York, was in Harlem, off of 126th Street. And it was a Black Japanese restaurant. Unfortunately, it's not around anymore. But it was just dope just to be around New York. That was like my first time in Harlem, and this was the first 6 months of me living in New York, trying to just figure it out.
Yeah.
The same guy, his name is Joe. Shout out
Joe.
He started to do these open mic sessions again at this place called Harlem Nights. And that was my beginning of my having my own show. That was my first show, and having openers and performing. I actually performed with a band, and it was like a great crowd. And those type of bars are usually very hard to get the people's attention because there's so much going on. There's liquor and TVs on, but they make sure they turn the TVs off, and the attention was to all the artists. And I was like, I still got the pictures of it today. Like I had 3 openers.
Yeah.
Incredible. That was incredible. Wow. All in Harlem. Yeah, my first performing and my first experience having my own show was in Harlem. Yeah.
Wow. That was the main feeling you had.
I'm here. Like
Yeah.
I'm here. Like that was the main, like I have arrived. Now like the work begins. Because it's easy to find a platform. It's easy to find open mics. It's easy to find where people are performing at. Now you got to make yourself known and take yourself serious, and, rehearsals with the band when I did my first show, and scheduling rehearsals and making sure people are paid. And sometimes like that first, I didn't get paid, but I didn't get paid a lot. I made sure everyone else, as far as the band, got paid, and like things of that nature. It's the business of it, the business side, but making sure that you put on a good show. So whoever's in the crowd, know who you are.
Good memory.
Yes. Would leave with like, guys, like this is a great artist, or I want to know more about him or the band or whatever,
Yeah, by the way, so when I saw you, you were performing, like first time you were performing with band.
Yes.
I think the second time when I came to the Shrine in 2020, it was with a band too.
Yep, both were bands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, they don't allow tracks, from my understanding. Like you have to perform at your Shrine with the band. Have to.
like, did you start to have rehearsals and everything with a band when you arrived in New York, or before you were used to it?
No, I wasn't. I haven't performed with a band. I have in North Carolina, in Newport News, Virginia, or Virginia, where I'm from. I had, but it wasn't my own show. It was like an open mic. And
Okay.
those
That's
type of open mics, they'll make you like I had tracks, but they had a system that wasn't like, it was made for the band. If you tried to perform with a track, the band would just play over it and like, you know.
Wow.
But
Different.
New York was my first show performing with a band. Before that, it was mostly DJs besides open mics.
It's challenging, right? Like at first, like like to synchronize with the is it
Synchronize, yeah.
synchronize with the whole band.
Yes. Dealing with personalities, dealing with schedules to rehearse. That was the biggest thing because, somebody, hey, let's do Thursday at 2. And 4 out of the 5 people like, yeah, I could do Thursday at 2. But one would be like, I'm working at it. And it's like, all right,
And
what
it's
about drummer? Yeah, and it's a drummer, or it's the bass player, or it's the person who has the connect. Yeah, like, so it's just that dealing with that people's schedules. And it was probably the most difficult thing because the thing is, when you rehearse, you want to make sure that, like you said, you're together. You sound together. You sound tight. You sound in pocket. It doesn't sound like you all are out of touch or don't know each other on stage, or you guys are comfortable.
Yeah.
And that was the most important thing. Learning how to do that with a full band is it's challenging, but I loved it. I love the experience. Love the experience.
How was your first year of experience here compared to your whole life before, like when you started music in your hometown?
Very similar as far as trying to get out there and knowing where to go and where not to go.
Tell me more about it.
Because it's in New York. I did this in New York. I did this in Raleigh, North Carolina area, and I did this where I'm from in Virginia. Like, yeah, let's say that's 20 open mics. You go to, I will go to all 20 of them. After experiencing 2 or 3 times, all right, I know that out of those 20 open mics, 6 of them are actually good. As far as, and when I mean good, I mean, because when it comes to artists, you just never know. One night could be great and next night could be hit or miss. Like, it'd be hit or miss. But as far as the atmosphere, so first of all, is it safe? Do I got to look over my shoulder because I'm in a sketchy neighborhood, a sketchy venue? Do people come out? Talent level, like, was I able to network with people? Did I connect with the host? Did I connect with the DJ? Did I connect with the venue owner? Or are they available? Are they approachable? Like, all of those things come into play. The artists that I meet, could I hang out with them outside of just this open mic? Do they have other places that they have that I could go to? Maybe they have a show and I pull up to their show. Maybe they have their own open mic. Maybe they have an album release party or a music video. Like, all of these things play a factor in where I decide where I want to go to, regardless if it's New York, in Raleigh, North Carolina, or back home in Virginia. It's the same thing. The only thing for me, I knew I was going to struggle. My thing was how long, and I gave myself a year. And I said, if I'm still struggling, not just creatively, but financially and like where I live, I'm still struggling over a year, I made a mistake and I need to regroup. So for me, it was 6 months. The first 6 months was like grueling. It was gruesome. It was challenging daily. It was always a challenge, but I knew that going in. It's not like I came to New York with this like
fairy tale,
like, I'm gonna be in business. Like, it wasn't like that.
I'm gonna live the American.
Right. Yeah. I'm headed to the Big Apple. Like, it wasn't like that.
Let's go to Times Square.
And post up and I get a record deal by me rapping in Times Square. Like, no, it wasn't like that at all. At all.
Selling mixtapes.
Yeah, which people still do, which is crazy.
Yeah.
People still do.
Yeah, shout out to them though.
They're annoying, but I just knew I was going to struggle. So my thing is, how long? I gave myself a year, and within 6 months, I was like really on my feet to start really homing in my skills and not worry about where I'm working at or where I'm going to live and stuff like that. Cause I was moving all over the place.
Yeah.
The first 6 months to a year, I was all over the place. So that was my thing. Like,
it took you only 6 months. So.
Yeah, but those 6 months was grueling.
Yeah.
Only thing is, it's like, this is why I say about the difference between the South in America and like New York or even or places like Chicago. Like, for instance, it's a train system out here. So it's easy to get places, even if you don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
When the South, there's no train. It's a bus, but that bus is going like the so-called corner store is going to take 45 minutes to an hour to get to.
Oh.
Like if you wanted to walk, right? There's no, like people don't really walk unless you're downtown. But even if that, after that downtown section, everything is spread out.
Yeah.
You know? So that was maybe a little easier when I was struggling because it was like, all right, at least I could walk. Like there's walking distance I can walk to my job. I can walk to the store. I can walk to the grocery store. I can walk to this venue. I can walk to this open mic. I don't have to spend a gazillion dollars or gas money because I can walk there or I could get on the train. It's only easy. It's easier access. Cause that's what New York is all about. It's just easy access.
Yeah.
You're paying for access. You're not paying for quality. It seems like so yeah.
It's that part.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You could live in a hut. You could live in a corner. Your apartment could be a bathroom. But if you live near a train or a grocery store or a shopping mall or a fancy restaurant, anything that is like brings in traffic and they look at that as, oh, that's easy access because you live near the A train. We're going to charge you $3,000 or $300 more than we would if you live further away.
Yeah.
So that's how they look at things.
That makes sense.
In my opinion.
Yeah, but that makes perfectly sense to me. That makes perfectly sense. Like that's the big city. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Perfect again.
Or find new rules or find your own rules to play, that could be difficult.
Yeah.
And this is like you were saying earlier, it's any city. If I would have moved to Los Angeles, I would have done the same thing. If I would have moved to Atlanta, I would have done the same thing. If I would have moved to Houston, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, regardless, I would have had the same mindset and the same effort to apply myself to get out there, put myself out there for sure.
How was it after? So after the 6 months, you were like finding a lot more of like places to go, contacts and everything. So you felt more comfortable?
Yeah, and I felt like I found my tribe.
Yeah.
My tribe.
That's a good feeling.
Which was cool. So I started to hang around. I met them at the first well, I met one of them. Shout out to I Am Chelsea I Am. I met her through a mutual friend through Atlanta.
Okay.
But they were DJing up here. And this is when I first moved here. And he was like, yo, I'm DJing at this spot. Pull up in Brooklyn. I'll never forget. He sent me the picture of that night that he still has. This was in 2016. And when he was DJing, he introduced me to, which is a friend of mine to this day. I mean, both of us are all still friends. Shout out to my man Justin. He has
Hi Justin.
Den Music Festival is really dope. Bi-coastal music festival in Atlanta and in Los Angeles. And shout out to Nora as well. But Justin was DJing out here in Brooklyn. And he introduced me to this person, this talented artist, I Am Chelsea I Am. So that's how I kind of met my tribe. That was the introduction into my tribe. And come to find out, remember the first place I told you that I first performed at, they performed there as well.
Oh.
So it was just, it's crazy how had all work. Yeah, just, and the second person was, shout out to Architect he performed there one time when I was like, and I was like, oh, y'all all know each other. It was just crazy how that all worked. Yeah.
So you were like moving around with your people and just growing up on your creative process.
Yes. And as a human being, evolving, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was my goal too. Like, I don't want to lose who I am, but at the same time, I wanted to evolve into a better human being, however that looks. And I was open-minded to change. I was open-minded to talking to people and even, going places by myself. You know what I mean? Like whatever it took for me to get out there and to meet good people, get my music out there, films or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to do it for sure. Yeah.
And about like, because you're doing, like cinema and also music, like, did you find like, how can I say that? Excuse my French, guys. Did you find like a balance between like like involving, for example, that much time in cinema and that much time in music? Like, how is it like to manage with on a daily basis?
I'm definitely more music than cinema, for me. But what I do is I merge them together.
Yeah.
So I tell a story. Like I'm a huge fan of storytelling in my music. Huge fan of storytelling, an artist. Huge fan of storytelling. Like
Yeah, I know.
period. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing to me.
He's a very good storyteller.
Thank you. So I try to do my best to create a film around the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and also it's like a story within a story. So the song is already telling the story.
Yeah.
Now the film, I have a script, or I write a script around the film to give the song even more of a bigger light of what the meaning behind it and the different directions. So I try to do that with every album, starting with, well, not all albums I have it, but starting with my album, Road to Greatness, Your Never Lost Soul was like my first short film. And after that experience, I was like, you know what? Let me try to do a film for every album that I do. See how it works out.
That's challenging. And that's also so cool.
Yeah, it's oh my God, the challenging part. It's cool that, it's definitely a passion project. You have to really have a deep love, even for music. You have to have a love for this in order to do it. If you're just looking into it and thinking you're going to get a quick bag, thinking you're going to get some money, like, it's not, this is not it. It's not it. You have to actually love what you do.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, you're going to quit, or you're going to, have a good time, and you're not going to enjoy what you're doing because you're just thinking about the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that when you started, or did you learn this like as you?
I learned that in the beginning, like the very beginning, especially after I was, of course, most of us as artists, as creators, we start in a group, and once that disbanded, it's a pivot. It's like either I go back, just 9 to 5 and just trying to figure it out, or do I really love this music? And if I do, the consequences of that, like the sacrifices that I'm making, I was aware of that from the beginning. Like once you once you get into something like that, because it's a fickle business at the end of the day. People are fickle. It's a fickle business. 1 month you can sell out 5 shows. The next 6 months, 5 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just is, especially as an independent artist. And I was reflecting before I started to re-record. Like, if you want this is going to be a tough journey. So I did that in the beginning. While you moved out here or any of it, I knew it was going to be rough.
Yeah. Did you have like any doubts like during this journey? Because I'm pretty sure you had like, I mean, you said it already that you had like 6 months of struggling before like finding your label in NYC. After that, like, did you have like other like doubts or
Yes.
moments when you like, should I quit?
Definitely moments, definitely had doubts. Me and my mom used to have a conversation about this. It's almost like being angry. Like everyone, you have a right to feel the way you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You have a right to be angry. Just don't stay there. Because the problem happens when you stay angry and you're not thinking everything through because you're just angry and you're not, you know what I mean? So it's cool to have doubts. We all have doubts here and there, but I didn't stay there. And the moments I did have doubts, I continued to do what I love to do in the moment. Like I did it. I wrote songs while I was doubt. I did shows when I was upset. I did shows when I felt like a failure, or I kept going in all of those emotions in my doubts. I still wrote songs. I still recorded. I still did what I love to do in those moments of feeling these emotions. So I definitely have doubts here and there, but I just kept going.
Yeah. Like, would you say the doubt helped you?
I looked at. I feel like it's just a part of the process.
I feel like it's a love, like me personally with doubt, it's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, you could say that too. Even with, for me, with emotions, period, is a love hate because you don't want to feel that way. Some people like, I never doubted a single, and it's cool. You never doubt. But for me, yes, sometimes I had doubts. Even when I did shows, I was like, man, I don't know, is this going to sell out? But I need to do all I can. Like, that's a doubt, but at the same time, I'm still going to go out and do the best that I can to make sure it does sell out.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it doesn't, I could look back on the situation and go, well, I looked at every opportunity to do what I need to do in order. Now, the moment is disappointing is when you don't do everything, or you have a team and they don't do everything they said it was going to do or needs to do. So now it's just like that's you leaving potential on the table because it's like you're supposed to do this, but you didn't do it, and we didn't sell out. So maybe the potential is you would have done that. Maybe we would have sold out the show, or maybe we would have had 10 more people come up, 5 more, or however many, so that's how I look at things. But I try not to stay in those moments of doubt, uncertainty, and things like that.
You just like channel these emotions through
creativity. Yep.
How is
To
it?
this few.
How is it to work with a team to
I don't know.
organize a show or whatever? Like,
It's I'm still searching for a team, to be honest with you.
yeah,
I don't really have a team. Majority of my shows that I've done for the most part has been me.
yeah,
Now, like, of course, like the shows I've done at SOBs, of course, it was still a
that's
promoter.
different. Yeah,
However, I don't rely on the promoter to get people out. So it's still like, it's on me. Yeah, I'm performing the band, but the band is I can't rely on them to promote. I have to look at everything as it's on me. So I got to promote this to the wheels fall off, whatever I got to do, whether it's going to other people's events and telling them about the show I got, social media, emails, DMs, text message, phone calls, like whatever it is.
and it's your show. It's
your yeah, exactly. So why leave that in the hands of someone else who really don't care? You know what I mean? I'm working on it. Like I've had teams throughout my career, but of course they will stop because people again thinking where's the money at, and it's like the money's not coming quick enough, so we'll just bow out. It's like so most of the shows that I've done have been there's like 3 people most, you know what I mean. I may hire a friend like, can you work the floor, can you work the door, or something like that, or it's all on me of planning, promotion, making sure everything is correct, signing the agreement, reading the agreement, everything is all. I now have an entertainment lawyer, so that's the beginning.
Yeah.
building a team, which is great. Finally,
Yeah. I think the lawyer is one of the most important skills to have in a team.
Especially when you're signing these contracts and reading these contracts, you don't know what something means. You have a source to go to. Is like, hey, do you know what this means? Can you review this? And that's clutch. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you have like basically to do like everything by yourself, and that made me think of something really funny. Like I remember you posting like these videos on Instagram when you like this, and the caption is like, "I'm sick of doing like silly videos just to promote my."
Yes, it was the out of my face dance for yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
To this day, people think it's like that whole song and dance is satire. Most people don't know that. I mean, I'll let them know on your platform, but it is a satire song. It's a comedy song, but I'm teasing the audience. I'm teasing the TikTok culture. I'm teasing where hip hop or the hip hop industry has gone on to. It's just like if you don't make buffoonery, if you don't do something crazy to get people's attention, nobody's paying attention. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna write the out of my face. I'm gonna say it out of my face to those situations. And I like when I wrote the song and I was doing it, I didn't know it was gonna go, but of course it did because it's what I call it. It's just like it's not a deep song. It's a funny, you're supposed to laugh at it. Yeah, it's relatable and it's catchy. So people get it. But it's definitely satire. Only if like shout out to my man JP. Like he was the only person that I know as far as an artist who was just like, yo, this is satire. I'm like, thank you. You get it. Most people don't know it is. But it is definitely satire. Yeah. So it's like the joke's on you, not me.
I love the way like in your music, like you aware of the fact that you have a voice and you use it to spread message.
Absolutely. Yes. I think that's important, even if it's a negative message because or negative outcome, I should say, because life is not all positive.
Yeah.
You can turn on your TV right now. You can scroll on your phone. You will see it. And you will see how dark the world is. So everything is not going to be cakes and smiles. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some darkness and sorrow and sadness. So, I focus on reality and I try to also focus on my imagination where it could possibly go. So it's not like someone did an article for me, interviewed me years ago, and they did this article. This is one of the best articles I've ever been interviewed. And they said Descendent, not a conscious rapper, but a rapper with a conscience. And I'm like, that is me. I am not this label or no, I'm just a human being with a conscience. And I just write it out in my music. You know what I mean? And that's a message in it, whether it's satire, funny, or it's about death, or it's about love, or it's about violence and war, or whatever it is. So I just try to be unpredictable. Like life is unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I don't have a niche per se when it comes to my music or what I like to talk about. It's just whatever comes in my heart. Just put on the record. See what happens.
You're just being authentic.
Being myself. Yep.
What was the hardest song for you to write?
Good question.
Like emotionally.
It's a tie. It's a song called Losing My Way. It's probably the toughest. Like I was shedding tears when I wrote that song. Not boo crying, but just shedding tears writing that song. And it's this song called IG DMs. I would say there's also this other song called Yeah, IGDMs was based on a true story, and it sucks because it was talk about relationships and how r- evil people can be,
Yeah.
especially when it's interracial relationships. And I was also at the time losing my grandparents. They both had dementia. So I felt like that whole, and it's funny, these 3 songs are on the same album.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was on the same album. It's called Mentally Drained. So that's why I was
Oh.
mentally drained, because I felt like I was losing myself. You know what I mean? And death was all around me as far as losing friends and loved ones. So this other song called Job Well Done. Those 3 songs were like emotionally tough for me to write and finish.
Did you feel like you had like to let it go? Like, I don't know how to say that, but was it like natural for you to write this because you had to let it go?
It was, all 3 of those songs were, I think the longest one that took me to write was IGDMs, and that was an interlude. That wasn't even a full song. But the Losing My Way and A Job Well Done was very easy for me to write. Like, I knew once I heard the beats of the production on those songs, I knew instantly what to write. It just came to me.
You could feel it.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Yep. And when I feel that, I'm like, all right, I know. I'm not saying it's going to be a hit, but I just know this needs to be on the album. If I feel this, if I'm writing like this, and when I record it and it comes out, it's like, oh yeah, I need to. Because sometimes you can write a song, or this happens for me. I can't speak for anyone else. I'll write a song, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, I know how this is going to sound. And I record it, and I'm like, this is not nowhere near, so it's just like, this is not going to make it. So, yeah, I have my moments.
Yeah, I have the same feeling sometimes when I'm like, oh, while DJing, I'm like, these 2 songs can work together. And I'm thinking about this all day.
Yeah.
And then
You do it, and it's just like,
yeah. You just like
womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
if
You do it at a party, or you do it while you practice?
practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, okay, you on another level. But at a party, it don't work. That sucks.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know what? I'm just like, oh, all right, fuck it. I just want to try it.
Yeah.
And if it's
works,
trash, I mean,
it's not the end of the world.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, talking about albums, do you have a specific process while recording an album? For example, I have some of my friends, they just like doing a bunch of songs, and maybe months later they're like, oh my god, these songs can fit really well together and synchronize, because it's about one, like, this emotion.
Sequence is very important for us.
Yeah, like, do you work like this, or are you like, okay, now I'm writing song to make an album? Or you more like, I'm writing song and let's just see if it's gonna be singles or an album?
Yeah, I'll have in my mind that I'm writing for an album, but I don't put myself in a box. Like, I need to write a song for the ladies. I need to write a song for the like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever comes out, I'll decide, all right, I see where this is going. Then once I feel like I'm empty from writing, then then while, I'm recording, then I'll hear the album, or I hear the songs and figure out, okay, this belongs here. I pick the songs of what's going to be on the album. Then I see, okay, what sounds sonically right in order as far as the body of work. Then while I'm doing that, I'm thinking up the title. So it's definitely it's a long process for me. And it depends on how many songs I want. Like, I try to do double. Like, if I want 10 songs, I'll record 15 to 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm doing 12, I'll do 23 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have a mixture of what I want to choose to put on the album.
Yeah, you have like a picture of, you can shorten to favorite songs,
Mm-hmm.
like put them.
Hear them and listen to them, and then mix. Once I figure out what I want on, and then it's time for the next stuff like that.
What do you do when you have like a lack of inspiration? What do you do to fill yourself back with inspiration? Does that make sense?
So that makes sense. It's almost like what people call writer's block, which I don't,
Exactly. Yeah.
I look at it like I just continue to live.
Mm-hmm.
I need to put the pen down and live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean I'm on a time clock or, all right, I need to live for 2 days, then I can go back to this song. Like, genuinely live.
Doesn't work like that.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And because for me, every single time that I force something, as far as writing a song, it always comes, I never like it. I never like it. It always comes out like, well, this sucks. Like, I'm not going to use this. Like, this doesn't, because I'm forcing myself to write something. So I'll try to like, all right, let me put the pen down for a while and let me work on something else. Let me work on a film. Let me work on the album cover. Let me work on sequencing what I have as far as sonically how it sounds. And like, I'll work on something else while still living. And what I mean living is going outside, working out, reading, going for a walk, being around nature, traveling, doing shows, social events, like still living to get, you know what I mean? Because I'm always in the house, like seeing friends, talking to family, seeing family, FaceTiming people, talking to you sometimes, DMing you, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Just checking up on people. So like, because inspiration comes in, inspiration comes and goes, but discipline, as long as you have discipline, you don't need inspiration to get this done. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at this.
That's facts. What was your biggest damn, that sucks. Like sometimes I'm like, why is English my second language?
No, I understand, but I'm totally fine.
Like I have this 2 seconds like gap between what I want.
You see the whole languages to me.
But yeah, talking about discipline, like is there one habit that you introduced in your routine and that changed your life in a good way? Or just
writing stuff down, planning is everything. Strategize, organize. It's because that's what sets up my effort. Whether it's on my phone, I got my calendar. I put in my calendar what I need to do. I write in my notebook. All right, this is the list of songs I got. This is what I need to do for this month, that month, or whatever. Writing stuff down and reading it, going back and reading it over and over and over again till it happens. Or when you get that buzz on your phone, all right, this is happening today.
Yeah,
it keeps structure and it keeps me organized because like I said, I don't have a team. It's not like I got a manager. You got to be here at such and such.
Yeah.
It ain't like that. So it's just like me having the ability to be organized. It helps with everything. I make, I'm still human. So I make mistakes here and there, but they're very rare, very rare. So being disciplined, like organized is everything.
Yeah. And it respects your schedule.
Yes. And respecting my time, even when it comes to other people, because a lot of times, especially out here in New York, I've noticed people will disrespect your time.
Oh.
And you have to be disciplined enough to. Grace is important, but when it's constantly, it's just like, all right.
Yeah, you have to set your boundaries.
Right. Boundaries is important because if you don't have boundaries, you're going to get taken advantage of. It's not necessarily always money, but it definitely could be money when you don't know your value. But the most important thing is time. I can't get my time back. If I wasted 2 hours of my time waiting for this meeting I was supposed to have with this guy about this production or this movie, and he comes in 2 hours late and is like, oh, I'm sorry. And especially if they're not, then you're not prepared. Like, wasting my time because he's doing something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And wasting my time. So, boundaries are important, are very important in this business, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh my god, I could have taken a nap.
Right. I could have met with somebody else who was more serious. I could have spent more time with my friends. I could have
read a cool book.
Right, read a book. I could have finished this song. I could have finished this script. I could have like
cultivate myself.
Right. And you waste, you know what I mean? Like it's that's very annoying out here. But the business period, like people will, especially how they approach you. And they approach you unprofessionally, then they're gonna do business unprofessional. And they're gonna treat you unprofessional. If I want to book Blue for to have her podcast shoot in my venue called Skechers, right? I just looked at that as like Skechers. But I approach you, I don't email you, I DM you. And DMs are okay. And you tell me, okay, if you really email me the details, and I'm emailing you in broken. I'm spelling you, not YOU, but you, the letter U, and you looking at like
that's disgusting.
It's disgusting. But if you respond to that and you get then in their mind like, oh, I could just give them anything. It's like, bro, this is not how you do business.
Yeah, because you open the door to disrespect.
Right, and time wasted and money, like things of that nature. And like I remember, I'll give you a quick story. This artist that I was collaborating with, was supposed to do this show, and and I already had in my mind that this person wasn't really putting in the work or just working like that. So he wanted me to he wanted to book this venue in his hometown where he lives, and he wanted me to put half down on it. But I was skeptical because I'm like, you don't really put in any work. Like if you haven't been communicating with me, you haven't, like, this is coming out of nowhere. So if I do this, that means I got to put down half to get the venue and I got to travel there to do the show. So like, bro, are you going to promote it? And he was just like, yo, I don't do nothing around here.
What?
I don't do. So I'm like, you want me to put half down, which was like over $500 or something like that. Then I got to travel, get on a plane or train to go there to do a show that I don't know the area you do. And you don't know nobody and you want me an investor? No. So every opportunity is not a good opportunity.
Absolutely not. Oh my.
Boundaries are important.
Boundaries, guys.
Yes.
Make sure you know how to disrespect, you know. You released the song. You told me you released this song on April 1st?
Yes, keep going. This new song, and I'm very thank you. Yes, new song called.
You know, I try to make my communications not words. So
great. This is awesome. I'm enjoying myself. This new song called "Keep Going." Released on April 1st. It was based off my experiences running the New York City Marathon last year and dealing with the personal challenges while training for that marathon. And I was running for this organization called Next Page, who was raising funds for the organization who helps formerly incarcerated and incarcerated youth on expressing themselves through writing and writing workshops. So just dealing with all of that. And when I crossed that finish line last year, I was looking for a song to celebrate it. Took a little longer than expected, but I feel like it's still the right time to release this song. I'm very excited for it. It's one of those like motivational songs you can hear in the gym, if you're working out, if you're going to a business meeting, if you're going to work,
bed rotting,
right?
You need motivation.
If you're sick, if you're whatever you're going through, whatever challenges you're going through, or whatever goals that you have, keep going. It's not just a song; it's a mantra for you to keep doing what you're doing. So hopefully people when they listen to it, they feel that energy, they enjoy it, and it's exclusively out on Bandcamp.com right now, or my website, DescendentMC.com. Yes, I'm doing direct to consumer. This is not on streaming. So if you're looking for it on streaming, it's not going to be on.
And yes, support your guy.
Please. It's a dope song. It's a really dope. Yes. Produced by Urban Nerd Beats. The art cover was done by my guy Julius from the Stooks Company. Really excited, man. This is a really great song. Really great song.
So cool. Yeah. I'm so happy we made this podcast together.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to share with my people? I mean, it's also your people now.
Yes. We family now, you know.
Yeah. So, is there anything you want to share?
Yes. Check out I'm having my new album is coming out the third or fourth quarter of this year. So check out the new album. I've been performing unreleased songs from that album. You can check me out on descendentmc.com. That is DES. I don't know. You put the words down on here. DESCENDNT, the letter M, the letter C.com. Descendent 2_ on all social media platforms. Yeah, man. That's it. When is this coming up? I'm not sure. All right, cool. So I'm not gonna mention like the events because if they come out after this, it don't matter. But anyway, yes. So check me out. Check out Keep Going and hit me up on my website. Yeah. Thank you for having.
Thank you so much for coming. Now I have the last question.
Actually,
It's the Bluecast classic question. It's a classic. Everybody has this question.
okay.
What can me and the homies here can wish you for the future? It's like the manifestation.
Oh. Wow. That's a great question. Genuine connections through my music. Too many times as artists, we chase this, not even just artists or creative, we chase this viral moment. And viral moments is like the 15 seconds of fame that can come and go. So I want people to like, if you want to wish me anything, like wish me genuine connections through my music, because that's what builds a solid career and a solid fan base to people that I can connect to. So that's what I wish for. It's a great question. I like that.
Yeah. That's all I wish for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to my podcast. You will be. That was pretty. Okay, bye guys. Make sure you check his work, or I'm actually not gonna do anything because I can't. It's that check his work.